In our exploration of the worst states to live in 2024, we delve into critical factors affecting the quality of life across the nation, from healthcare access to education, employment opportunities to safety. We analyze the states facing significant challenges. Number 10. Florida. In Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis made headlines when he signed HB 7, also known as the Individual Freedom Bill or the Stop Woke Act, on April 22, 2022, at Mater Academy Charter Middle/High School in Hialeah Gardens, Florida. This legislation has been a cornerstone of his political strategy as he eyed a potential run for the White House. However, it has raised concerns about the quality of life in the state. Supporters of the Stop Woke Act argue that it safeguards employees from diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives that Governor DeSantis views as detrimental. Nevertheless, many businesses consider DEI efforts crucial for their economic success. Number 9. Arkansas. Arkansas has faced severe challenges in battling the scourge of illegal drugs, making it one of the states with a high violent crime rate, according to FBI statistics. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders attributes the crime issue to lenient penalties and the overcrowding of the state's prisons, which has led to premature release of some violent offenders before completing their full sentences. In April, she took action by enacting legislation aimed at imposing stricter penalties, reducing early releases, and providing funding for new prison facilities. However, crime is only one of the issues confronting the natural state. Another significant concern is healthcare, exemplified by the fact that there are only 42 dentists for every 100,000 residents, as reported by the United Health Foundation. Number 8. Tennessee. Tennessee has consistently enacted legislation with a strong focus on LGBTQ rights, even in cases where such laws have been challenged for potentially infringing upon constitutional boundaries. Even in cases where such laws have been challenged for potentially infringing upon constitutional boundaries. For instance, one such law sought to ban drag shows when children were in attendance, but a federal judge invalidated it in June. Similarly, in 2021, another law requiring businesses to display warning signs in restrooms where transgender individuals were permitted was also struck down by a federal judge. However, numerous other laws in the state have withstood legal challenges. These include a ban on transgender youth participating in sports and laws that grant religious exemptions, enabling healthcare and child welfare professionals to refuse service to transgender individuals. Number 7. Indiana. Indiana faces a significant challenge in providing accessible childcare services for its residents. With less than 10 licensed childcare facilities available per 1,000 people, this places the state as the second worst in the country for such availability, trailing only behind Louisiana, as reported by the advocacy organization Childcare Aware. Moreover, Indiana's state laws offer limited protection against discrimination, which further compounds the difficulties faced by families seeking affordable and inclusive childcare services. These factors combine to hinder many families' ability to engage fully in the workforce, highlighting the need for improvements in childcare accessibility and anti-discrimination measures in the Hoosier State. Number 6. Missouri. Missouri, often referred to as the Show Me State, is setting an example for abortion opponents. Back in 2019, it made history as the first state to implement a trigger law, an extremely restrictive measure that immediately took effect after the Supreme Court's overturning of Roe v. Wade in 2022. This law, considered one of the strictest in the nation, permits abortion solely in the event of a medical emergency, which may be substantiated by the abortion provider. Simultaneously, Missouri grapples with one of the highest violent crime rates in the country. The state's stringent abortion legislation underscores its conservative stance, even as it faces challenges related to crime rates. Number 5. Alabama. Alabama, while renowned for its rich history and culture, grapples with the concerning health profile, ranking as one of the nation's unhealthiest states. With the 4th highest rate of premature deaths, the state faces significant health challenges. Furthermore, Alabama presents hurdles for its citizens in exercising their voting rights. It is notably one of the more challenging states to vote in, lacking in-person early voting options and imposing restrictions on voting by mail. as indicated by the Center for Election Innovation and Research. This complicates the electoral process for residents. Additionally, when it comes to worker protections and anti-discrimination measures, Alabama offers limited safeguards. Number 4. South Carolina. South Carolina grapples with health challenges that extend beyond personal well-being to workplace safety. The state claims a dubious distinction as having the nation's 5th highest rate of occupational deaths, underscoring the dangers faced by workers in various industries. Moreover, South Carolina ranks in the top 10 for both frequent physical and mental distress, emphasizing the extent of health concerns faced by its residents. Legal safeguards for workers are notably limited, leaving many employees vulnerable to various employment-related issues. Number 3. Louisiana. Louisiana faces a pronounced shortage of licensed childcare facilities, with only 76 available to serve its population of 4.6 million, making it the lowest performing state in this vital quality of life aspect. Acknowledging this concern, state legislators have taken initial steps toward a solution. During the closing hours of the 2023 legislative session, they approved $44 million in additional funding, swiftly signed into law by Governor John Bel Edwards. While Louisiana's childcare predicament won't be resolved overnight, this new funding represents a promising starting point in the Pelican State's journey to enhance its quality of life, with the aim of providing better childcare services and support for its residents. Number 2. Oklahoma. Oklahoma's overall health status is far from satisfactory, marked by some concerning metrics. The state grapples with one of the country's highest rates of drug abuse, reflecting the prevalence of substance misuse issues. Additionally, Oklahoma ranks 2nd in the nation for the number of people lacking health insurance coverage, highlighting significant access gaps to vital healthcare services. Number 1. Texas. The influx of 200,000 college-educated workers to Texas annually might seem like an unqualified positive, but it's a matter of perspective. Despite this demographic surge, Texas grapples with several crucial challenges. The state boasts the nation's highest percentage of people without health insurance and ranks 2nd to last in terms of primary care physicians per capita. Consequently, the new arrivals often encounter a subpar healthcare system. Texas also contends with pressing issues in other areas. It has the 13th highest violent crime rate in the country. As we conclude our assessment of the worst states to live in America for 2024, it's evident that various states grapple with diverse issues, impacting the well-being of the residents. By shedding light on these challenges, we hope to inspire efforts for positive change and improvements in these regions.